guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today, we are going to take the Resurrection F Blues, Goku and Vegeta's team, into the Heroes Red Zone and do the no item sweep. Now, this is probably one of the weakest 200% teams. Using a lot of these teams extensively, a number of them definitely do have issues, especially when compared to, like, once Carnival Goku and Final Form Cooler came out, there's sort of like a secondary power creep this year, right? Like, many of the characters and teams from the Worldwide Download Celebration on throughout the rest of 2022 are just significantly stronger than the stuff from the beginning part of the year, right? And that includes, of course, the Resurrection F Blues team. I think Goku and Gohan's team and AGL Cell's team all have incredible major flaws. One of the biggest is that the Goku and Gohan, Resurrection F Blues, and AGL Cell, all, like, having two of them on the team, it just doesn't feel as good as you would like. Now, our opening rotation, we took incredible damage, just insane amounts of damage, because you end up with double of the Resurrection F Blues on one rotation, and that typically is GG. The Resurrection F Blues, they are the single hardest to find for me friendly. Of all the 200% teams, I think the Resurrection F Blues is the one I see the least, believe it or not. It might make sense because they only just returned on JP, right? We just got them back for the first time. But they they don't show up that often, and they're really not as strong as they probably should be, right? Goku might have his flaws, he could be a bit weak at times, blah, blah, blah. Vegeta, though, I feel like he is much better than the Goku portion of the card, but even the Vegeta portion should be stronger. Again, just a bit disappointing. Now, we are going to struggle through these fights. I believe I did beat Golden Cooler in one try here. You know, we were able to make a nice comeback. You know, LR Golden Frieza can be very, very powerful. That dodging, that probably didn't really save any damage at all, pretty much. Maybe a little bit, but LR Golden Frieza's wickedly powerful, no matter what, right? You know, we're not running him on a Wicked Bloodline team or something like that. He's good, LR Golden Frieza. And it's his defense which really helps us. UI Goku is a fantastic option when you don't have a lot better to work with, right? UI Goku, again, you put him in front of these super attacks from these bosses, he could at least dodge, whereas many characters just instantly die. Fusion Zamasu can be very dominantly powerful. So can LR Goku Black and Zamasu, depending upon the situation. We are, again, able to sort of make that comeback. The Zamasu characters can heal up and then do insane amounts of damage. And we're sort of able to wrap up the fights as a result. Alright, now we're moving on to the Fu fight. Now, I actually had incredible difficulty with this Fu fight. We actually lost several times. Now, the reason, you know, it probably was just bad luck, but Fu, in the second portion of this fight, when he can randomly seal, right? He could seal up to 1, 2, or 3 characters on rotation. It really can be tough for many characters in the game, right? Who, these days, so many characters are getting huge amounts of defense when they actually super attack. If Fu is sealing them, many characters just really get locked out of a lot of their firepower, right? So, like, a perfect example of this is a character like the LR Gods. The LR Gods are certainly the strongest unit on the team. Golden Frieza's right there, Zamasu, Goku Black and Zamasu, like, those are sort of like the strongest characters on the team, right? But it's just, I died several times to the Gods just getting killed by Fu. Fu seals them, they still have a chance to dodge, but if they don't dodge, they're taking insane amounts of damage from this guy. So I just got tired of it. I said, okay, I'm just going to take the Gods off. Now, I tried Physical Super Saiyan 3. Again, at this point, I mean, let's be serious. Like, there's 15 TURs stronger than this guy at this point, right? Like, he doesn't do much besides just damage. See, like, right there, him eating 150k. Nice, dude. He's so good. But we don't even... I've used him twice in this run. Like, I have 2, like, winning runs against Fu here with Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And neither time, he doesn't even get a super attack off in Super Saiyan 3 against this Fu because of this damn sealing. Zamasu, too, by the way. Zamasu has his intro, has his active skill, which can be very powerful, but we never even get Fusion Zamasu's active because the restriction can be a little bit tight. So this was the fight that basically gave me the most trouble. Just sort of like getting good luck with where the seals are placed and, just sort of how I'm maneuvering things and stuff like that. I did actually have a lot of difficulties with this Fu fight. I think that the Resurrection F Blue Goku and Vegeta, again, not really being that outstanding certainly does, count. I mean, compare using this character to, like, the Gammas or something, or Kid Goku, and it's night and day. Again, Vegeta can put in work, but you have to get to Vegeta first. Looking at this right here, looks like we had really good luck with where Fu was aiming his attacks and stuff like that in this winning run. So there we go. There is the Fu run completed. Again, it seems like we got through it pretty easily, but depending upon how his seals and where his super attack is going to be and stuff like that, Fu can really be an annoying pain in the ass. Alright, so now we move on to the final fight. This is against Cumber here. The good news about this Cumber fight is, because Cumber is a pure Saiyan, that does allow us to use Tech God Goku, which, can certainly be very helpful to have, the Rainbow Orb changing damage reduction beast sort of just floating around and potentially not taking too much damage. It really can be very, very helpful, right? To have a character like that that's not really getting destroyed the same way many other characters do. Now, Cumber can be a really tough fight. I mean, I can never escape from this. When it comes to, like, a sort of a mid, I guess, Dokkan Fest TUR these days, you're always going to get both in one rotation. Both AGL cells in one rotation, both Resurrection F Blues in one rotation. You better believe that shit is going to happen, right? Of course, of course. So we need as many additionals as possible from this Goku, because remember, he does build up his passive with attacks. Nice triple super by Goku, which is good, because I believe he does get tagged with a super attack here. Remember that Cumber does stun and attack debuff when he super attacks in all of these phases. So, that can be very sort of annoying to potentially have to deal with, right? We do want to be very cautious of that. But really, I think the main thing with getting the win here, at least with the team build I'm using, is once we get... I'm not really too concerned about Great Ape Cumber, because we have, like, all these powerful tech characters. I felt like we would be fine. I put Goku Black and Zamasu in slot 1 right here because I really wanted to get them built up early. I didn't want to, like, have this fight go on and they're not built up, right? So I made sure to put them in slot 1 and fold off God Goku and worry about him later. But really, I think the main thing is I was just very concerned that it's like we get to Physical Cumber at the end. Physical Cumber, who is a very difficult boss. He is over a 1 million damage super attack boss, so he is annoying to deal with. My concern was that he was just going to super and either one-shot Fusion Zamasu or one of the Resurrection F Blues, and that was going to be sort of like my undoing, right? The cause of my demise. I was actually very nervous about that. And again, I was not able to find nearly any Resurrection F Blue characters. This run right here was actually the final Resurrection F Blue character I had on my friends list, and this run I was recording only a couple hours before the Heroes Red Zone was going away. So I was very invested. Golden Frieza dodging a super attack, of course. This run has a couple of super attack dodges in it, huh? Again, please, guys, listen. Give your characters dodge, man. I promise it works out so well. Every single video you guys see that, dodges are super important. Golden Frieza dodged that. Not really the biggest deal, right? Like, it doesn't... That dodge by Golden Frieza does not cause us to win or cause us to not lose or anything like that. But coming up on, I believe, the very next rotation after this, Fusion Zamasu actually does dodge a super attack, which I think probably would have killed us, because it's a Fusion Zamasu that would not have Big Bad Bosses up, right? And he did not triple super. I think Cumber likely would have killed him because it's type disadvantage. And Fusion Zamasu does dodge it, right? Like, you got to give yourself a chance, right? Now, Fusion Zamasu is an int character, so, even the biggest, like, dodge sucks person, if you're going to rainbow the character, you have to have dodge on the characters. But, again, it's just furthering the argument of giving all of your characters the chance, right? So right here, Cumber super, the very last attack in this, look at this rotation, right? Like, Cumber supers at the end. That is where he super attacks. And it's like, it worked out so well. I was able to get 24 key supers for Golden Frieza and Fusion Zamasu. But then, of course, Cumber supers at the end. But Fusion Zamasu dodges it, which allows us to get the victory. Definitely do not sleep on dodge. It is really that good. It can be so clutch in some of these really, really tough fights. So let me know what you guys think of the Resurrection F Blues sweeping the Heroes Red Zone. Definitely one of the more unimpressive teams that exists right now. But we were able to get the job done. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.